Ah, demorou, mas estou de volta com Alan Wake. Isso aí, mais um episódio aí do Alan Wake Remasterizado. E vamos que vamos. Eu não lembro muito bem os botões, porque andei doente. Mas vamos ver, mexer aqui nas casas.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
O cara ligou só a cafeteira, não botou água, não botou nada, já tinha tudo ali? Ih, ó, tá nevando pra caraca lá, hein? Vou aumentar aqui só um pouquinho o som do jogo. Que eu sei que é bem puxado.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
É a esposa dele? Ó, garrafinha de café. Eu fui fazer café e não fui pegar o café. Ai, muitos cafés.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time.
Oh. The Sudden Stop. Episódio 2. Possuídos. É verdade o que dizem sobre a queda e a parada súbita no final. Eu fiquei na neve enquanto relembrava a série de eventos sombrios que haviam me trazido para cá. Uma reprise do meu próprio filme sádico. Uma lembrança do meu cadáver, sozinho no meu próprio velório. Mais uma vez pensando em metáforas, a mulher fatal já havia ido embora. Só permanecia o gosto amargo do beijo que me maltratara. Vamos ler a página 2? Foi uma despedida tardia, 13 anos após a minha vingança. Ela finalmente me alcançou. Eu aguentava a dor há muito tempo. Meu sangue manchou a neve em uma poça macabra que dissolvia os analgésicos espalhados, levando-os tranquilamente ao esgoto, misturando-se com a bile da cidade, fundindo-se com ela. Eu posso vê-los agora, minha esposa e meu bebê. Querida, eu cheguei. Irmão, ele falou, levando-os tranquilamente ao esgoto, misturando-se com a bile da cidade. Tá maluco, o cara é louco demais. Um escritor sinistro, sinistro. Só dar uma olhadinha aqui no bagulho. É uma parada repentina. É do que fala isso no episódio 2. Ih, faltou luz.
Alan, please check the fuse box.
Olha os livros do cara.
I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Onde fica o disjuntor? Dá um tempo, querida. Ao quarto deles. Missão de amor. Meu Deus, espera aí, mulher. Cruz credo. Só grita. Deve ser aqui, ó. Ah, não, é aqui.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. I just...
Ah, ela tem aquele lance.
Don't worry.
We'll just break
out the candles.
Ela tem aquele lance lá, eu esqueci disso. Desculpa aí.
Stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay.
I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Alan Wake, seu namorador, hein? Que isso, irmãozinho? Vai que vai. Brig Falls presents.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head. I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Muito da hora, né? Seu velho pescador, será que você não pescou mesmo? Vamos atrás da xerife lá. Eu tô tentando lembrar os botões aqui, eu não tô lembrando de tudo. Tem um tempinho que eu não jogo. Tem outra porta aqui, não tem? Não, tem não. Valeu, obrigado.
Everything seems to be fine. I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark. I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Com certeza, ainda mais cidade pequena. O que mais tem é fofoca. Fechado, vamos lá. Procurar a xerife aqui. Ó, garrafinha de café. Super normal. Mais um manuscrito. Alice vê uma sombra. Alice olhou pelo visor, preparando-se para tirar a foto. Cauldron Lake era deslumbrante. Algo chamou sua atenção. Uma figura nas sombras, atrás do chalé. Uma mulher magra de vestido preto. Ela abaixou a câmera e olhou novamente. Não havia ninguém lá. Apenas arbustos de aspecto vagamente humano. Ela balançou a cabeça e riu. Vamos lá. Onde está o...
Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the bracelet. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsal today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
O que será que tá acontecendo também? Cadê o gabinete? Ah, deve ser aqui.
Wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
Não, aqui é a sala da... de onde fica as celas, né? Cadê a sala da mulher, meu Deus? Meu Deus. Onde fica a sala da... Meu Deus, tá ruim aqui o negócio. O doutor ainda tá aí.
To go, Mr. Wake. Sarah's probably waiting for a chance to talk to you.
Sheriff Breaker is waiting for you down the corridor in her office.
No fim do corredor. Ah, tá. Daquele corredor. Sheriff Officer. Tá escrito aqui. Meu Deus, eu sou burro. Opa, vamos ler aqui. Desaparecidos. Richard, Bruce e Jacob. Acampando, não voltaram. Nenhum contato. Se tiver visto um deles ou souber de seus paradeiros, ligue para 555-9932. Obrigado. Você viu esse homem? Desaparecido desde 20 de 6 de 2007. Característica de identificação. Dom de vencer competições. Um gatinho também sumiu, mas não dá para ler. Deixa eu ver aqui até o final. Quem tá buzinando deixando o saco?
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Vamos ver o que vai rolar.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the boss. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight.
Mr. Wake,
Don't
can
do
I help
nothing
you with
stupid,
anything?
pal. For watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back. I couldn't go anywhere yet. I had to play along with the caller. Alice's life was at stake.
He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Vamos sair por aqui.
Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the light? The light's on! The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here!
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Mais uma inscrita aqui, vamos pegar? A presença obscura na lanchonete. Apesar de seu disfarce humano, descrever a presença obscura como ser inteligente seria atribuir qualidades humanas a algo que claramente não o é. No entanto, ela encontrou o único lugar escuro que havia na lanchonete. Um pouco de luz se espalhava pelo corredor, assolando-a, mas ela aguentava a dor, por mais terrível que fosse. O escritor logo daria um jeito nisso. Ele iria ao único lugar onde ela ainda tinha poder. Eu acho que isso tem a ver com a história, né? Tá se completando ali. Irmãozinho, vou ter que meter o pé, valeu? Ele falou da cerca, né? Deve ser pro lado de... Deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui pra ver se não tem nenhuma garrafinha de café. Ó.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
It's about time for me to sign up. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. Had a few broken windows.
even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting that the big day is almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition. No point in getting all worked up yet.
Que louco, mano. Vou desligar. Tem alguma coisa acontecendo também ao mesmo tempo. Carro velho ali, né? Um buraco na cerca. Caramba. Aqui, ó. Oh! Acho que outro manuscrito aqui. Wake and Lovers Speak. O sequestrador disparou sua arma uma última vez e a sombra desapareceu na escuridão de onde havia saído. Viu? Não é nada demais, Wake. A ideia de Alice em suas mãos era revoltante. Estávamos na plataforma de madeira de Lovers Peak, a cachoeira e a montanha atrás de nós. As luzes vermelhas da antena de rádio piscavam de longe. Eu resisti à vontade de esmurrá-lo e forcei a falar. Pode parar de fingir agora? Cadê minha esposa? Bem, agora ele tá doido, tá doido. Doido. Vamos examinar o carro, né?
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Vamos ver se tinha uma garrafa de café ali.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Mano, ele tá vivendo tudo isso dentro dele. Só pode.
I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh my! Take it easy.
Como assim?
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow, I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you.
Tá ficando muito doida a história. Muito bom, cara. Dando uma sorte aí com esses jogos aí, né? Eu acho que ele carrega alguma coisa com ele aí nessa situação toda, tá ligado? Acho que ele tem algum probleminha aí. Vocês não acham, não? Eu acho.